But we're going to talk about men.
Let's talk about it.
Because me
Oh
and
my
you were
God.
just talking about on the couch. How do you keep that faith and that just knowing and belief that my husband is coming, I'm going to be a mother. To any woman out there that feels like you losing time, you're getting older, maybe your career has taken over, I feel the same.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel the same. Like, I'm not nervous about it. I don't want to say yet because I still have faith. I'm still like super optimistic about it. But I am like, okay, like, for the first time, I asked myself a question. I'm like, well, every woman in the Bible wasn't married. Baby. Or every, I start going over. I'm like, no, that's not your story. So how do you maneuver through this?
You know what? It's a process. Yeah. There's seasons of my life where I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll be like Oprah and just have me a Stedman.
Wow.
And not get married and just be super successful. And
but do you want that?
Sometimes.
Okay.
It depends on what day you ask
that's
me.
good.
Yeah. And then there's other days where I do want the family. But I'm going to tell you, B, this world and the state that the world is in makes it so scary to bring a child into this world.
So hard.
So me, I'm just like, ugh,
do I want who you're bringing it in with. Exactly. Like, I am attached to you for the rest of our lives, at least the rest of this child's life, until they get to an age of consent or older, you know?
And then even when it comes to getting pregnant at this age, statistics have shown, or the doctors say, that once you reach a certain age, it's a geriatric pregnancy, and that you...
What is that?
Basically, after a certain age, it's a at-risk pregnancy.
Okay.
And I look at... PD has said something that basically saying the stories in the Bible are just to let you know that these things can happen for you too. So we look at Sarah. She was like, I think 100 or 90. She was like really old.
Sarah.
Come on. And God said, no, you're going to have a baby.
My God.
So I look at that and I'm like, maybe I will be a little older. And then there's women that have amazing pregnancies or later on in age. So I'm like, if that's in the cards for me, that's going to be for me. Because every time I have girlfriends that call me all the time, like, have you frozen your eggs yet? And I'm like, yo, can you get out of my
stressing
ovaries,
me out
please?
about that.
No, it literally stresses me out.
It's so stressful.
Just because you took on that pressure, don't put that on me.
Yes. I went and got tested and they told me I had PCOS. It's just like polycystic ovarian cyst. I'm sorry, y'all. PCOS.
Yeah.
Google it. But she was like, you need to freeze your eggs. I'm like, ma'am, like, just give me a second. Yeah. Like, I'm not, my mind isn't there yet. And maybe one day I'll get there, but I don't want to do that right now. Yeah. I feel like I'm still young and you're still young. Women are having babies at 45.
Baby, okay, I got time.
Yeah.
And then also I'm open to surrogacy.
Really?
Who says I have, I don't know if I want to go through all that.
Wow. That's an interesting look.
It's a beautiful experience. And I see so many women like naturally have a baby.
Wow.
But as I get older, I'm like, maybe that's not in the cards for me.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, every day it changes and I allow myself to go through those emotions and change my mind. I don't have to say, stick to one thing and that's Bible. No, I can change my mind.
Yeah. Because I even went through a phase where I was like, could I be in an open relationship? I thought about it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
because listen, it's stressful.
It's like, do you think you can be with one nigga forever?
It depends.
I thought about that though.
And I've also thought about there's a thing called a commitment ceremony where, because like everything under law just makes things tricky when you're successful.
Okay.
So like the whole thing, like what I have is mine, what you have is yours, what we do together is ours.
Okay.
But if you want to leave, you're not like bound to this. There's no bondage.
Wow.
But I still want to be under God because I want to fornicate all my life.
Right.
Okay.
I don't want to fornicate.
Come on.
All my life.
I want to know this is under God.
For sure. It is blessed. The Lord is blessing it.
Blessing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was something that I actually looked into like the last 3 years. I was like, that was an idea that I was like really kind of growing more and more fond of. And I just wanted to make sure it was still like under God and that he would bless it. Yeah. Because sometimes when the law gets into things, it just makes it even more tricky. And then I was like, I don't feel like relationships should be that hard. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like we do all that for our business.
Hello.
We do. We sign contracts for our business. We make sure you sign this NDA. I know you my sister. Sign this NDA. My sister hasn't signed the NDA yet. I'm working on it.
Honey,
Jordan know
everything.
everything. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
You ain't got to sign one, Jordan. I love you. You ain't got to tell all my secrets. I'll tell yours. But men, relationships coming into your house, you traveling with them, you pulling up on them. It's like you have a lot to lose now.
You do too.
Yeah.
We have a lot to
lose. We're successful.
Yeah. There's a lot to think about.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have thought about open relationships. I've thought about it, but I'm like, am I just settling because I haven't had my person yet and I'm going to all these other thoughts? Or do I really want that? No, I don't want to share my man with anybody.
Yeah. You like, my man.
And then it's like, girl, so when was you did talked about your salvation recently. When did you like fully commit and give your life to Christ?
Well, I did it at age of 12 and then I recommitted within the last year.
Same. So I've been on the same journey for about a year and a half where I'm like, okay, super relationship. Like not just religion. I go to church, I believe in God. Like no, a relationship with him.
Different.
Fasting, listening to him, hearing him, walking with him, not making a decision before you at least ask him and consult him. Ooh. This is so new to me.
Yeah.
And I have never dated in this season.
Yeah.
As a woman closer to Christ, like there's culture dating and there's kingdom dating.
Hey.
So I'm like,
but you got to find a kingdom man.
You got to find a kingdom man.
And that's hard.
And then, I had this conversation with a friend the other day. She was like, do you think you would be celibate if you got in a serious relationship? And I was like, I can't promise that I would. I can't promise that. Yeah. Like my honest answer is, I don't know.
Right.
I don't think so. I'm celibate now because I ain't got no candidates.
Hell, it's harder when you got something laying right next to you. When you got somebody and you love him and chocolate and pretty teeth and just fine and it's like, okay, stop touching my booty. Please stop.
God is watching. Like, Jesus is the Holy Spirit is right here with us.
Right.
So I can't promise that I would be celibate.
Yeah.
If I got in a relationship now. How are you with that? Like sex, kingdom, culture, like what journey are you on right now with sex, if you don't mind me asking?
No, right now I'm not having sex because I ain't got nobody.
Right.
But it's really hard to like hold that when you got somebody like right there. Like it's a fight. And I went through a season of my life where I was dating this guy and I told myself, I want to experience love the way God intended.
Jesus.
Because when you think about it, every time the relationship is going amazing, then you bring sex into the fold and then instantly it's like the scales are like lifted off your eyes. It's like,
I cannot believe I had sex with you.
Right.
I gave you my
everything.
body.
Listen.
That veil is taken off.
It's taken off, honey. You're like, oh my goodness. And it changes everything. So I said, I feel like God put that in place to protect us from heartbreak.
Yeah.
But we continue to open up ourselves literally.
First.
Yeah.
Yeah, or too early.
Yep. Yeah. And the guy I was dating at the time, he was like, you know what? I'm with you. But he was
an F-boy.
And he was respecting.
It's like
my
you say
wishes.
you with me, but now we watching Netflix in your hand.
But he was with somebody else too.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them cannot. Like they'll be doing their stuff on the side and try to respect what you want to do and act like, yeah, I'm with you. You're with me because you with somebody.
So you were like, I want you to be celibate with me.
Yeah.
Not even have. I don't want you to do anything outside
that kingdom
of me.
Love. Yeah.
Got you with just us.
Because honestly, it also shows a different type of discipline. When you can like literally let go of what the flesh wants and focus on God. And you see like, have you ever noticed like when we fast, how everything is just so much more productive?
Quicker.
Baby, you hear him clearer, honey.
That's how I came up with this. I fast. I was like, I'm gonna do a fast. I didn't even go into it saying, God, give me, I just said, I want clarity and I want to work on forgiveness. Forgiving people that hurt me and forgiving myself.
Yeah.
That's all I asked for in my fast. Every day I was praying forgiveness. I was saying people's names that I needed to forgive. I was saying, I forgive myself. I love myself. God, give me clarity on my career. Girl, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, not 2 days into this fast, he dropped the name, the description. I was weeping in the bed and I just picked up my phone and I started writing. I wrote 100 names. The last name was, let's try this again.
Wow.
I wrote the description about but because of that fast.
Because of, like, I'm telling you, the way you tap into the spirit when you're on a fast is unreal.
It's different.
And you want to stay in that like forever. It's like,
forever.
Can I stay in this forever?
I feel so close to him.
Yes. Yeah. And I was telling someone like, when we were doing the fast, I was like, I want to stay like this forever. You know, and then as soon as it was like, oh, give me a steak. Let me get that lemon drop.
When we went out to eat after church, we went out to eat on Easter, y'all. I was like, oh, I get to break my fast today. Yes. Baby, I'm going in. We had a table full of food.
Oh my God, it was insane.
I had 4 bites. I said,
you were like, literally, I had some pizza the other night and I literally like spit it back out.
You were like, I can't do this.
It was too much. I was like, oh my God.
Your taste buds start to change.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love pizza, but it was just, I was like, this is too much cheese. I can't do it. Because I let dairy go. And my body was like, what you doing?
Okay.
Let it go. Stop.
Man. Yeah, fasting helps so much. I've never fasted about a guy though.
Yeah.
I want to do that. Yeah. If I have any candidates, I would.
Where you at?
Let's do a dating show.
Let's do it. Are you serious? Come on.
Put it in the comments if y'all want me and Crystal to do something. That'd be crazy.
It would be.
I want to do one.
Oh my god!
Like maybe you could host it, or maybe we could do it together.
Let's host together.
Like we're like, no, he would be better with Crystal. We like, I don't know. Make our own Bachelor, make our own Love is Blind.
Listen,
I love Love is Blind.
It's so good.
Because that concept of not seeing somebody but falling in love with their heart and their conversation.
Because honey, these eyes will be deceiving. These eyes done had me falling for somebody that was not good at the core.
It's like he is a rapper and he got ass and titties all around him every day.
Hello.
On the internet. Throwing money, and you think that's cute.
It's not.
I'm getting further away from that though.
Good.
The old me would have been like, that's my husband. The new me is like, get thee behind me, Satan.
Literally.
Get behind me. I know that ain't my man.
That is not my man.
But
God did not say that.
You're attracted to when you're younger.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I used to always tell mom, I was like, I just like them nice and a little rough on the edges. Honey, they're a little rough on the edges. And I still like them a little rough on the edges, but you gotta have a little
rough on the edges.
It will get you in trouble.
Prison. now the FBI know when you talking about sir officer, it was him. Please don't look at me. Let me tell y'all something. If I am dating you, I'm gonna tell you day one, I'm a snitch. So I'm not a snitch if something happened.
Right.
Because I already told you day one, I'm gonna tell if they come.
It was him.
What?
It was not me.
You want me to go to prison for you?
No.
I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm not doing that.
Let me tell you something. I was doing edibles when I just being transparent. And I gave my friend, this guy I was dating some, and he was like, I don't feel nothing. So I go to my drawer, my friend who lives in LA, she's like the edible queen.
Yeah.
So I was like, now this right here,
you're all right.
It's gonna get
Take a nibble. Don't eat that whole thing.
He's like, all right, he took a big, I said, that was too much. 3:00 in the morning. Of course, I'm like gone. Like, he's like, wake up. He's like, we gotta go to the hospital. I said,
I'm gone too.
And I'm not going to jail for you. What was say?
We ate an edible.
We was on drugs.
We was on drugs. I'm not. You gonna have to Uber.
I said, you're gonna be all right.
You're fine. Drink some water.
I can't. Like, I'm not going to jail for nobody.
The headline ain't gonna say me and Crystal Renee.
No, it ain't. I can't. I have to protect myself. So it's like, I'm not going to jail for nobody, or they gonna question me like, oh, so y'all was doing. No,
we thought they were regular brownies.
I thought it was a gummy bear. Haribo.
I thought it was a gummy bear. Please, somebody. Oh my God.
It was crazy. He kept saying, we've got to go to the hospital. I was like, we're not going to
There ain't no we, sir. There ain't no we.
I was like, I can't even move right now.
Either roll over or figure it out.
But in my mind, I'm like, you know how like in those gang shows, like somebody gets shot and they just throw them at the car and keep going.
You like, and he would have been on the side of that road.
Bye.
Get on out.
Help him. There's somebody outside Northside Hospital because I can't.
Oh my God, that's me. I'm not holding no man down.